transparent data encryption, and I mentioned dynamic data masking. I'll be experimenting these two to see how they are part of security when it comes to SQL Server. So I have this script that is going to enable me carry out the task I'm about to carry out as regarding transparent data encryption. And over here, okay, I'll be using a different database this time. And if you can Control H, and I want to change any name. I will change this to a new, and that's going to change every of that name, replace it for me. So I have 10 results and everything that's done. So the first step to this is you want to take the full backup of the database you're trying to, so make sure that this script is being run on the instance where you are trying to create the encryption. Please, I can provide you the script if you need it, if you can find it. So I'll be spinning up a new window. And now let me take full backup of that database, which is this one. And that's, I would say, is the before. You see, I said the before encryption full backup. Then you want to, the first step is to create a master key. And simply run that. The second step is to create a certificate, and my certificate will be called i800 this, and keeping it simple. And you want to create, you also want to create a certificate encryption, and that's what, with this particular key, this will be my password for that certificate. And another thing is, on the database you're trying to encrypt, create database encryption key with AES-256 algorithm with restricted certificate, blah blah blah. You say, so and I do this, and then the next thing I will do from there is enable encryption. Okay, and that's about it. I've just encrypted that database. Now I'm going to take, I will take a full backup after. You can see over here I said after encryption. All right, so once the full backup after encryption is taken, then let's see what we've done so far. We have created a master key, we created a certificate, and we have the before we encrypted the database, we have the after we encrypted the database. If you do want to see the certificates created on this that we created, this is it right here. It says i800 services. And if you also want to see the master key detail, and this is it over here that we created, and you can also see this right here with the value of 1. So that's how it's done. And let's see the magic of that we have just performed. So let's assume this user, this new instance right here, let me disconnect and connect back. Moving forward, let's take it that our .bak file has been stolen. This is the before and this is the after encryption. We'll move to a different location where it's been stolen to. This is it over here. So we will now try to restore this by another user in a different environment who are trying to go into our database. And let's try to restore the one before, and say okay. So you see what is going to happen when I try to relocate. You see, all I need to do now is hit OK and it will be relocated. See? So, but I won't be doing that right now. I want to go ahead and try to restore I want to show you the difference from when you try to restore an encrypted database to a different environment. So this is the full backup after encryption. And go to file. You see? So this does not even give any option of relocating. So this file cannot be relocated. That is part of why transparent database encryption is a security measure in SQL Server. Dynamic data masking